Hello, Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome to my Facebook Live video series. This is day 8 of the Facebook Live video series. Just short while ago, I viewed this PM address. Our Prime Minister, Mr. Lee Hsien Loong, actually has announced that we are extending our circuit breaker until 1st of June 2020. We were expecting like, okay, 2 more weeks the end of circuit breaker, looking forward already, but now it's extended till 1st June 2020. So I'm sure many of you out there feel discouraged, and many of you out there are affected, and many of you out there don't know what to expect, what to do already. So we are going to be stuck at home for a period of time until 1st of June. 1 month we cannot go to the mosque. 1 month you cannot iftar with your family members. 1 month you cannot you cannot lead Ramadan as per normal itself, and we have to stay at home. And even Hari Raya also have to stay at home. And so I can assure you, a lot of us are affected, not just from the aspect of our what we are doing in Ramadan, in terms of our jobs, on how we do. Yes, definitely I'm also affected, and I have scheduled a lot of appointments after the circuit breaker ends. Now I have to reschedule all those appointments till 1st of June. So I'm also heavily affected, and not all clients I can service via Zoom. So I have to postpone till the end of the circuit breaker, but now it's extended till 1st of June. So I have to extend, and I have to postpone all my appointments till 1st of June. So I'm also affected. So but the thing here is that, everyone face challenges. I face challenges, you face challenges, everyone out there face challenges. So today what I want to do here is that I want to take a positive direction. I want to take a positive direction and to share with you what we can do until 1st of June here. Alright? What we can do until 1st of June here. So today's topic, right? This is day 8 of my 44 days. My 44 days Facebook Live video challenge. I'm undertaking this challenge, 44 days Facebook Live video challenge. Today, session, I want to share with you, right? I want to share with you 2 things to focus on. And we are aware that the circuit breaker is extended till 1st of June 2020. And really havoc, because why? Because we are expecting, now my child is at home itself, and 24 hours I need to take care of her, and me and my wife need to take care of her. Alright, and the thing here is that we expecting really, okay, after the circuit breaker end, we can send her back to childcare. But now go extend until 1st of June. And so a lot of things run into our mind. We don't know what to expect here. So but I just want to take a positive step forward itself, and by sharing with you 2 things. 2 things that you can focus on. 2 things you can focus on during the circuit breaker, which is extended till 1st of June 2020. And for those of you who just joined me, right, this is Helmi Hakim here, financial consultant from Takaful.sg. I specialize in helping Muslim families plan their finance the Sharia compliant way in Singapore, and so that we can live peacefully on this earth and the hereafter. Amin, amin, inshallah. And you are viewing my day 8 video challenge out of the 44 days video challenge. And today Facebook Live, I want to share with you 2 things to focus on during the circuit breaker, which is extended till 1st of June 2020. Okay, so the first thing first, what you should focus on, right, is this. And number 1, and when you face problems, all that, right, or you face challenges you must focus. Let me just you must you must focus on, why is it okay, this one also now got challenge Alamak, always got challenge Okay never mind, just view me I'll do without my iPad Right, so there are 2 things and there are 2 things that you should focus on during this circuit breaker. The first thing what you should focus on, right, is that you should focus on solution. This is what I always share with a lot of people out there. Whenever you face a problem, you need to focus 80% of your energy on the solution. Focus 80% of your energy on the solution. And what? Because why? Because whatever you focus on, right, expands. And if you focus now, okay, because of the circuit breaker is going to be extended till 1st of June, right? You focus, alamak, now I cannot do this. Alamak, now I cannot do this. Alamak, I cannot do this. And you focus on all the problems, then the problems will be magnified. The problems will be magnified. And whenever you wake up, right, till 1st of June, right, whatever you see problems only. But if you focus on the solution, Kak Zahra Kasim, good evening to you too. Yes. And so if you focus on the solution, right, then Masya Allah, then when problem comes or the challenges come, right, you can handle it well. And you can always find an alternative, a way to work around things itself. Alright, so let me just give you an example. And just now I mentioned to you, I have a lot of pending appointments. And because as a financial consultant, yes, some people say we are essential worker. Okay, yes, but it's even like for me, essential worker, I'm still working from home. I'm not allowed to meet clients right now. Right, so a lot of us, what we are doing right now, we are doing Zoom appointments with our clients. But the problem here is, this is problem lah. The issue here, the challenge here is that we are not able to meet all groups of clients. There are only selected group of clients or prospects we are allowed to meet. And so the other group, the group B that I'm not able to meet, right, I have already scheduled quite a number of them. And once this circuit breaker over in 2 more weeks, I'm going to meet up with all of them. But now I have to postpone all these appointments, right, till 1st of June. So to me, if I want to see in one way, right, I'll say, this one problems. Alright? But again, just now, what's my advice? My advice is that when you face a problem, focus 80% on the solution. What can I do? And what can I do to help all these group of people who are not able to meet first? What can I do? One of the solutions here is this Facebook live video lah. And you see, yes, brother Ibrahim Jalil, thank you. You commented, good inspirational thoughts. Yes. And my purpose is that I just want to share with you out there lah. A lot of people out there who are feeling down, who are very affected. I can tell you, many of us are affected. And sometimes I pity. I heard some stories where some of my clients, they driving Grab, all that, and they suffer a huge pay cut, a huge pay loss. Right? Some of them get retrenched. I sympathize with many people of you out there. Or even for those who are still working, some of them get scared because you all have like this thing called grading. Some jobs they have grading, then if your grade is like grade A, B, C, D, if you're not having a good grade, right, then you don't know what to expect. Now I have this bad grade. Then after that, now they have lockdown. Alamak, super duper affected. And so I just want to give you a bit of inspiration. I want to give you a bit of positive thoughts. And so inshallah, we are in this together. Alright, so for those of you who just tuned in, right, this is Helmi Hakim here, financial consultant from Takaful.sg. Today, what I'm sharing with you 2 things that you can focus on during this circuit breaker. And for those of you who just know, right, our PM just like half an hour ago has come out openly on the Facebook public announcement mentioning that the circuit breaker is extended till 1st of June 2020. And so again, most of us are affected. Really, first time in the history of my life, history of my life, really, cannot go for iftar with my family. And first time in the history of my life, cannot go, Hari Raya with my family. And last year I thought was like worse, because last year in the month of Ramadan, towards the end of Ramadan and Hari Raya, I was hospitalized lah. I was hospitalized last year. And so I spent my Malam Raya in the hospital. Really, my Malam Raya in hospital, and feel so sad, so sayu. Then I thought, okay, like this year can spend time lah with family lah, again. Then suddenly, this year also the same lah. This year we are not allowed to visit our family, friends during Hari Raya. Because why? Because the circuit breaker has been extended till 1st of June. Alright, but again, I can tell you, sometimes when there's challenges, right, when you face challenges, right, it's good for you to think of ways on how to overcome them lah. So that's why I always share this thing. Focus on what you can control. And what you can control, control. Like now, I mentioned earlier, I'm not able to meet as a selected group of clients, and now, as of now, because of the circuit breaker, and even via Zoom, we are not allowed to have any transaction with them. I postponed a lot of this meet up with these clients after the circuit breaker. You should be coming these 2 weeks lah, but not extended. Yeah, cannot do anything with it. So I just focus on adding value, and this is one of the ways by doing this Facebook live video. And so focus on what you can control, and this is what you need to do. And you face a problem now, any problem, any challenges, especially during this COVID-19 situation, right? What you should do is that you should focus on what you can control. Things cannot control, cannot do anything really. So like circuit breaker extended till 1st of June. You cannot like change PM Mr. Lee Hsien Loong mind. Oh sir, change lah the date, make it earlier. Like no, you cannot do that. These are things that you cannot control. Alright. So what you can do is that you focus on things that you can control. When you face a problem, focus 80% of your energy on what? On the solution. On the solution. And so I give you some examples on things that you can control. Alright. So what are things that you can control right now? Perhaps one thing you can control is your expenses. This like for me lah, right? How I can control my expenses? I don't meet clients outside, right? So I don't need to pay for petrol costs. Example, I don't need to pay for example. For those of you who know me, my office is at Tampines Point. I have season parking at Tampines Hub lah. I have season parking, so I don't need to pay for the 1 month season parking at Tampines Hub. Because why? Yeah, because I'm not able to travel out, right? So I save expenses. So these are things I can control, right? Then what else? And so for yourself also, you look at things that you can control in terms of your expenses, all that. If you always eat out, because now we cannot eat at where? We cannot eat at restaurants. The seats are all removed or blocked or taped, right? So what you do here is that, like for me, if I want to control my expenses, I cook at home lah. Eat less outside. And now cannot even eat outside. You cannot even eat outside. Kamrul Raj, Assalamualaikum. Good evening, boss. You explain very helpful. Go ahead. Thank you so much. Alhamdulillah. My purpose here is just to inspire lah, to help lah. Because why? Because I understand everyone, all of us, face challenges right now. And the beautiful thing about us Muslims, right, is what, and we face challenges. Yeah, I can share with you lah 1001 what you call it, 1001 I can share with you lah 1001 strategies itself lah 1001 strategies I can share with you all that itself lah. But the thing here, what I want to share with you, right, we as Muslims, we are very, very fortunate. We are very, very lucky. Because we as Muslims, we have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the best of planners. This is what I always share as well. Alright, so if we as Muslims, we believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the best of planners, then why need to worry? Alright, of course we will worry lah. But now I'm just sharing with you one thing that you can do, and so that you won't be paralyzed lah. Some people, they worry too much and they are paralyzed, cannot do anything at all. Yeah, I can understand, because I faced that kind of situation before. And so I just don't like that feeling of being paralyzed. Feel the load on my shoulder is too heavy. I don't like that lah. I don't like that. And so what I share is that I share this concept. Focus on what you can control. Things you cannot control, you leave it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to manage lah. Just leave it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't do Allah's job lah. You make your dua, your prayer, you dua that you want this, and then things that you can control, you want this, but there are some things that you are not able to control, and just leave it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to manage lah. Alright. Okay, so what else you can control? For most of us, we just get our $600, right? Government handouts, right? $600, right? These are things you can control. Don't take that $600 and immediately spend everything away. And jolly, now got this $600, I spend everything away. No. Some people ask me how long this thing is going to end, this virus pandemic. I mean, if you refer to the supplementary budget by our Deputy Prime Minister, Mr. Heng Swee Keat, right, he mentioned that at least 1 year. If you view or you see the the interview in CNBC by our foreign minister, who's our foreign minister, Mr. Vivian Balakrishnan. He also mentioned 1 year. So for us at least you just you get that 600, right? Don't spend everything all away Take that 600 and put together with your emergency funds. We all need to have at least 3 to 6 months of emergency funds. Meaning if you spend $2,000 a month, right, you need to have at least $6,000 in your emergency funds in your bank account at all time. Wow, why I'm talking with you right now? Because I see a lot of WhatsApp messages from my clients. They are very worried because of this new announcement. First till circuit breaker extended till 1st June 2020. A lot of us very worried. So that's why for me, I am trying my level best I'm trying my level best to share with you. It's okay. It's going to be alright. Alright. We just focus on what we can control. When we face a problem, focus 80% of our energy on the solution. Right? So what else we can focus? And one more thing you can focus is focus on upgrading your skills. This is the time actually for you to read books, all that. Alright. For me, I have a huge collection of books. Maybe I can just show you a bit. Just give me a second. Let me see. Let me just show you. You can see that. I have a huge collection of books. These are all my books. I have a huge collection of books. And maybe I'll take some time to review some of it. I'll take some time to review some of it. But the thing here, what I want to mention here right now is actually the good opportunity for you to upgrade your skills, learn new things. Because why? Because once this pandemic is over, once this pandemic is over, you will emerge stronger. You will emerge you will be a better person. You'll be a better person for sure, and people will see you differently. This crisis makes you a stronger person. Okay, so for those of you who just tune in, what I'm sharing with you two things. Oops, let me just give me a second. Allahu Akbar. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Hold on, just give me a second. Just give me a second. Okay, just give me a second. Gets disconnected earlier. Can you guys see me? We got disconnected earlier because again I received a lot of messages from my clients. Suddenly a huge flurry of messages of people very worried right now because of the circuit breaker extension till 1st of June 2020. Really, the thing here is I'm not just thinking about myself. I have to think for my clients also. And the thing here is that a lot of us are affected by this announcement. But I just want to be. You see like this. And when this type of announcement is being announced, there will be two groups of people. Can you guys hear me? Because I'm just connecting back with my camera right now. Right? I hope you can see me. So there will be two groups of people. One very positive, one very negative. I want to be the negative. I want to be the positive. The positive force that influence you for the better. Everybody face challenges. I face challenges. You face challenges. Everybody out there face challenges right now. The thing here is that I hope to be part of the positive force to influence and to motivate, to inspire for the better in these challenging times. Alright, so for those of you who just tuned in, I'm just sharing with you two things to focus on during the circuit breaker. The first thing first, focus on what you can control. When you have problems, focus 80% of your energy on the solution. Okay, and the second thing that you can do, or you can focus on, is this thing called the be, do, have concept. Be, do, have concept. This is a concept that I learned from a lot of motivational speakers. They like to share with me this thing called be, do, have concept. This is a time for you to do some kind of introspection and for you to think what you want to do with your life. And so the first thing first is be. What do I need to be? What do I need to be? For me, myself itself, is that I want to be a better speaker lah. I want to be a better speaker. And so that's why I treat myself when I'm doing all this, right, as an opportunity for me to better myself in terms of articulating ideas and sharing with a lot of you out there, right? So the B, example B, do have. So the first one, B, I want to be a better speaker. Do, B, and the second one is do. Do things that successful people do. So one thing I realized that for a lot of successful people, right, in terms of, I mean, you can be a speaker or what lah. This is what I realize. Sometimes I see very powerful speakers, very eloquent speakers. I like to ask them, wow, I saw you on TV. Wow, you super good. Wow, you have the flair of speech. MashaAllah, your tongue. I mean, when you open your mouth, people listen to you. You are so charismatic. Wow, you are this, you are that. MashaAllah, Subhanallah. Yeah. I mean, I genuinely feel really happy for them and amazed. This is a word, amazed by them. So how come you are so good on stage, on the podium? People give you a mic, mashallah, you can speak very well. So like that kind of feeling. Alright. So one thing I like to ask them is, what do you do? How come you are so good? Right? There's a saying that every master, right, was once a disaster. Every master was once a disaster. Alright, so even the most eloquent speakers, right, they start somewhere. So I heard for a lot of very, very good speakers, they share with me their stories lah. And they share with me their stories. Last time I'm not like that. Last time I'm like this. But this is what I do to improve myself along the way. So what you can do, emulate. So first thing first, be. The second one, do what successful people do. Alright, and then the third one is that have. And what is the outcome? What type of speaker do you want to be? And like for me, I mean, what type of person you want to be? For me, like the speaker, for me, I would like to be a speaker that inspire people. And I would like the speaker to that be able to influence people who believe they cannot. And when they meet up with me, they think they can. Because why? Because again, as an Islamic financial planner, right, I have seen a lot of people tell me, no, Helmi, you cannot do this, you cannot do this, you cannot do this. What planning your finance Sharia compliant cannot be done. What introduce Sharia compliant home financing facility, it cannot be done. What everything cannot until fed up lah, right? So I treat that as my own personal challenge to turn the cannot into can. And so as a speaker also, when I meet people, if they come up with this vocabulary called cannot, I want to change. I want to inspire them to have a paradigm shift, change from the cannot to can. Okay, so I think that's all my sharing. 2 things to focus on during this circuit breaker, which is extended till 1st of June 2020. If you would like to have a chat or what, it can be on anything. It can be on anything. Can talk, of course. My own specialty is finance lah. If you have like marital issues or that one you have to find a counselor or what lah. But if you just want to have someone to talk with or what, that kind of thing, you can just PM me. We can arrange for what you call that, a Zoom call a Zoom call. Okay, so that's all. Helmi Hakim here from Takaful.sg. If you benefit from my sharing, click comment, like and share, because I assure you many people out there are feeling very scared right now at this present moment. And I just hope that I am part of the force to inspire, to motivate people, a lot of people out there in these current challenging moments. Take care. Assalamualaikum. Bye bye.